When naming a company, we have to think a lot. This is not trivial. It may take years to build a brand, but sometimes it only takes seconds to choose a brand name. However, experts say that the brand name should be chosen very carefully. There are a few things we need to keep in mind when choosing names for our venture. The name of the company is also a very important aspect of the success of the company. If you choose the wrong name for the company, it will adversely affect the firm's relationship with customers. Before trying to choose a name from other sources, we can ask our friends, relatives, family, and regular customers for their opinion. Sometimes the first thing most customers hear is not about your products or services, but the name of the company, so it is essential to make an impression on them. There is no exact formula for choosing a name, yet there are some things we can consider. Names should be catchy. Sometimes people like your products and services, but what good is it if they can't remember the name of the company that provided it all? We need to choose a name that will catch people's attention and stay in their minds forever. And try to choose names that are simple, but meaningful. Once we have chosen a name, discuss it with those concerned people, and come to a final decision. When choosing names in a foreign language, we need to make sure that it is the meaning we intended. Also, if you choose names in our native language, make sure it does not have a bad connotation in other languages. Whenever you have to describe a company name, you have to apologize for it. It can devalue your company and reputation. Connection to your product or services. If your company name is similar to the goods or services you provide, people will not have a hard time remembering. Try to choose names like Fairy Tale Event Planner or Backpackers Traveling Agency. Choosing name is just as important as designing the logo and slogan. Care should be taken not to make the name more generic. Do not copy, do research. It is not wise to blindly choose names that you see or feel in your mind without thinking of anything else. We should avoid choosing other company names for our company, and we should not use names similar to others. It helps us to stand out from other companies by choosing a name that no one else has. Who wouldn't want to stand out? When choosing names, make sure all the legal aspects are clear. People may misunderstand that your company is a forgery of other companies, which can tarnish your company's image. There are many websites on the internet to check if the names we choose are already in use. You can also seek the help of similar sites to choose different creative names for your company. There are many types of sites, both paid and free. And reading books to name a company is also a very good idea. Easy to read. It is best to think through the customer's side. When choosing names, do not choose names that are too long and difficult to read, pronounce, write, or understand. And people should not be confused when they hear the name. It should not be difficult to explain to people who ask what our company name represents. Names should be simple and not confusing to potential customers. Also, you need to have a name that your employees can tell others without hesitation which company they work for. And confusing the customers with spelling is not a good idea. For example, Flickr instead of Flickr. Don't choose your name. It is a tendency for most small business owners to use their name as a company name. There is nothing wrong with using your name as your company name, but in the future, it may be difficult for you to expand or add partners or sell your company. For example, suppose you want to start an event management company, and if your name is Jacob Thomas, but you consider other names without giving your name to your company, like Fairy Tale Event Planners, your website will get a lot of traffic, as it already has keywords in the name to do SEO work for the website and so on. And by putting our name to the company, we are failing to communicate with the customer what the services or products we offer. And remember, choosing initials for a name is too boring. Always choose a full word as your company name. Google Keyword Tool will suggest the most searched and result-oriented keywords on the internet. Then you can add such words to the company name. There are so many companies around the world that have come to help to choose your company name. Like us. Digital presence and SEO. Today's businesses use both conventional marketing methods and modern marketing methods. Before start a website in the name of the company, make sure that no one else has the same name. But if you have registered with the company before, you even think about the digital presence, you can always modify the name. If fairytaleweddingplanners.com is already used by anyone, you can modify the name and change it to fairytaleweddingplannersonline.com. Matching domain. Experts say that when choosing a domain name for a company, it is best to choose .com itself. This is because .com is the domain of all the well-known and successful companies that have been established. Customers trust the most when they see our company name with the .com domain. Sometimes if the domain name we want is owned by another person, but they may not be able to refuse if we pay the right price. In addition to purchasing the domain, we also need to ensure our company's presence on social media and link all accounts in order to get more reach among the audience. Should not limited. Do not add the region with the company name if you want your business to flourish globally. And do not give names that limit your company into a particular service or product. We should give names like Amazon instead of online bookstore. Doing so will enable us to bring many other products and services under the same company, other than a specific product or service, if we so desire in the future. Make sure you can trademark the name. How big your company will grow will depend on this decision. Before settling on a name, do not forget to check the availability of trademark names. Your trademark name has to be distinctive or unique in some way to be approved. If you feel the need to change the name you choose later, you can set up a DBAs later. It helps you to run the business under a different name without having to change your first name legally. And last but not least, if you are thinking of starting a business and you do not have enough time to search the internet, we can help you find a suitable name for your organization. And if you want to know more about it, you can use the contact details given in the description box. Please don't hesitate to reach out. We will be there to guide you, and we are extremely happy to help you. Thanks for watching.